This is Musings and Counsel from London Baker Law with Debbie London Baker.
I just want people to be able to know that they've put something in place so that when they pass, when they're living, there are documents that their family has. And when they pass, they've done something so that their family doesn't have to do more than grieve, and then take care of some logistical details, but nothing draining, difficult, or whatever. And I know you have questions, Steve, but I just want to go into that. I have a friend whose mother died, who became a client about 2 years ago. She died about a week ago, I guess. And as best as I remember, I know I did everything I could to be sure that everything was in place. Her older daughter called me this morning wanting to know what she needed to do now that mom has passed. And I said, if your mom did what we talked about, there was nothing for you to do except grieve. Just go get copies of death certificates, let everybody know that she's passed, but there should be nothing that demands you going to court. And the idea of doing estate planning, which is not a probate-friendly state, Florida is not, is that you have everything in place so that when somebody you love dies, that all you need is death certificates, and you send them to people and they disperse money or whatever, or they don't dun you for bills. And it's really great. It's just really a great feeling. And I think this woman, I think she had everything in place. And I'm hoping so. Her daughter had questions like, what about medical bills? What about this? What about that? I said, the estate is responsible for those things, but you are not personally. In my world, as a matter of integrity, if you can pay them, they get paid. It's not a personal responsibility. So for you, Steve, I'm assuming you and Sophia are each other's beneficiaries or whatever. And if she passes and you're not a co-owner on her account, or you're not a co-signer on like a credit card or something, you don't have any responsibility for debt from a legal standpoint. And people don't know that, and they pay all these bills they didn't have to pay legally. Like I said, in good conscience, I think if somebody has a debt and it's possible to pay it, you pay it. From a legal standpoint, there's no legal obligation. And that's part of what my goal is in educating people, is just know that right now somebody's died, your job is to grieve. Just grieve. Anything else, clean or messy, can be taken care of later. Nothing's going away. If you owe money, you'll still owe it in 6 months.
Yeah.
If the bank has money for you, they'll still have it in 6 months. If you have to sell a house, it'll still be there in 6 months. Nothing, big thing, notify any utility you can notify so they stop sending you bills. But other than that, just go grieve. And people get really freaked. And I can understand it, because now what do we do? So it's nice to be, this woman who called this morning, it was just nice to be able to reassure her, just, you're fine. If everything you say is so that mom did, go arrange a funeral, whatever, and then just go cry.
This has been Musings and Counsel from London Baker Law. Learn more at londonbakerlaw.com. Thanks for listening.